Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called JoJo Rabbit. Writer director Taika Waititi brings his signature style of humor and pathos to his latest film, JoJo Rabbit, a World War II satire that follows a lonely German boy whose worldview is turned upside down when he discovers his single mother is hiding a young Jewish girl in their attic. In spite of his idiotic imaginary friend, Adolf Hitler, Jojo confronts his blind nationalism. This is a 2019 film. It is rated PG-13. It runs a little under 2 hours, and it stars the boy is Roman Griffin Davis, and the mother is Scarlett Johansson, and the girl is Thomasine McKenzie, and Adolf Hitler is played by this Taika Waititi. So, this is JoJo Rabbit. Well, I did not see this in theater in 2019 like a lot of people did. Somehow this made it on some people's lists. I don't know if they thought it was the best of the year or just notable films, but a lot of people were able to see this in 2019 and able to put it on some kind of list at the end of the year. So here it is in March, 3, 4 months later, and I'm finally watching it at home, and I'm glad I waited because this is everything on the back of this cover is about right. It's a it's a satire. I almost want to use the word a farce, and it's a certain type of humor. I think the leader of this certain Nazi group that's in this film, he understands what he's in this movie for is to be himself. Rebel Wilson is in this. She's herself. She's not trying to be anything different. And Scarlett Johansson is a nice person. She's a great actress, but she's told to act a certain way in this, and it's not hilarious or anything. It's a satire. It's meant to be that. It's not most. I mean, it's. I'm not gonna get into the explanation of what satire means, but satire is not meant to be hilarious. It's supposed to be somebody's point of humor, sense of humor, pointed out to you in their way, and you're supposed to take away from it what you will. So, what do you do with a movie like this? The things I want to say to be critical is everything in this movie that happens, like it's an actual event that happens in this movie. None of it really matters. The young boy has Jojo has a friend, and his friend's in the army and he's not, and they see each other every once in a while and have these awkward interactions that are just ridiculous. And uh, his dad is supposed to be in the military, but they never address that. They give him this name Jojo Rabbit because of a situation in the beginning of the movie, and then it never really seems to matter throughout the film. He's taught this lesson to be like a rabbit and smart and cunning and all this stuff, and he's just not. He doesn't learn that lesson at all. So, like, his mom tells him to enjoy things in life. He gets more serious as the movie goes on. um, this whole interaction between him and this Jewish girl, it's like he's trying to act a certain way even though he doesn't want to, and he's just a 10-year-old. So I don't know, just everything contrasts itself. Everything is so contradictory to each other, and there's no carrying through any one idea. There's a big shocker in this movie that I won't give away, and it's really sad when it happens, but they don't do anything to lead up to it. It just kind of happens. It's like, are we left to assume everything in this movie? I mean, like, do we? Oh, we know the every single person who watches this movie knows the entire history of the Nazis. Is that what left to assume here? And I was just watching it, kind of getting frustrated. Like, oh, it's kind of fast forwarding through the whole experience of the World War, and everybody's supposed to just kind of accept what's going on. And yes, it's for a portion of the war because this boy is a certain age and he goes to maybe 6 months down the road, and so it's only like 6 months time period, but so much happens and there's so many characters and there's so much going on and there's so much stupid conversation about things that don't matter that it just is like upsetting to have watched the whole movie and know that this is what it's about and that people are saying it's so good. Like I've been hearing this for 3 4 months that people think this movie is really good. And why this movie is good is because it has some emotional stuff in it. It does have some shockers in it. It does have a nice idea of a movie, but letting people be themselves and not playing any kind of character or anything like that is not the right way to go. Bad directing there. And the way that they don't carry out with things is bad. But like, it's an original idea. I understand why people are gravitating toward it. I'm glad I at least can say I've seen it because it's one of those movies you kind of have to see if you're going to have an opinion about it. It's like the movie of the year this last year. Look it up. If you haven't seen it, don't have an opinion about it. But this is just one of those movies. It's like about history, but it's somebody's point of view and it's somebody's certain sense of humor with actors who are really good, but they're not good when they're not playing a character and they're just themselves, and it kind of ruins things. It's a nice idea. It's a nice things that happen in it. Nice kind of action, but completely a farce, completely a satire. Almost too much for my liking. Almost a stage play or something. I don't know why it had to be made into a movie. I think stage play or something would have been fine, or putting it onto some other level of movie level, Netflix or what have you. Um, I'm not going to remember it too much because who wants to really watch a whole movie about the Nazis anyways? And then it's this, weird thing. Watch The Producers if you really want to watch something that has a satire about the Nazis, but it's not all about it. I think this is kind of a slap in the face for trying to be anything like that. It's not a musical or anything, but props to the kid being in this movie. He was good for what he needed to be, but he doesn't know what he got himself into, and he didn't know what level of expectancy that he was gonna be having, and I expected a lot more from him and the other teenage actors in this movie. Just nobody really impressed. So I think it's very middle down the road movie. I'm not gonna be mean to it. I'm gonna give JoJo Rabbit a C minus, and I'm gonna move on with my life, saying that I can say that I've seen it, and just move on with my life. So a C for JoJo Rabbit. Let me know what you guys thought. Like, are you with other reviewers saying that this is so shocking that that's why it's good, or are you with me saying that it's like ridiculous, that it was really stupid? Satire is the perfect word for it, and it was just kind of stupid. Let me know in the comments, and thanks again, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would, and enjoy your movies, guys. Thanks.